Use case number 2 is all about group membership. And groups are very powerful tools on the JumpCloud platform. It's typically the way that you bind a user to a particular resource. And so the membership that a user has in a user group is hugely impactful throughout the rest of the JumpCloud environment. And so in this case, we're going to have a new user that's coming on board, and we're going to go through a typical flow where an IT admin in the normal world would have to know, okay, yeah, this user belongs to this group, so therefore I need to go ahead and add them to the group. And the IT admin may not always have that information. And so in this situation, we're going to go through a flow where there's some automation built in, there's an approval process, and then if approved, the user goes ahead and gets added to the user group, thus giving them access to the resources they need to do their job. And so if you go to the next slide, in the JumpCloud platform, we can do this a couple of different ways. And again, you can do all of this via API as well. But what I'm showing you here is going into the user directly and clicking over to the user groups tab and selecting the group that they need to be bound to or that they need to be a member of. You could also do the inverse, where you could go to the user groups directly and then go to the users tab, and you can select that user being a member of that group as well. But Anair is going to show you a much more elegant way through automation to make this even better.
Thanks, Eric. So here the HR platform actually triggering a Torq workflow through a webhook. Now the HR platform payloads include a few properties, such as hiring manager details and the designated department. That's allowing us to interact with the hiring manager and the relevant group. So in this case, we see a message sent to the hiring manager asking him to append his new mate to the group. One thing important to outline here before I continue is we did a preliminary work within the group naming convention to reach alignment between the HR and JumpCloud group names to avoid errors, actually. So if the manager approves by using list user groups, we extract the group ID for the next step. And finally, we invoke add user to group API to initialize step with the user and the group IDs accordingly. This 3 simple steps workflow can be a part of a larger onboarding process and can purely act as a nested workflow within. Derek, back to you.
So as I said in the beginning of this, use case groups is hugely powerful. And at JumpCloud, I'll share a little bit of roadmap with you guys. We're investing in the dynamic group space, both on user groups and device groups. We've introduced a component of this on the user group side via our suggestions capability, but we're going to extend that into a fully automated dynamic user group, as well as offer that on the devices side as well. So over the next few months, you'll see us be making some pretty dramatic improvements to the overall kind of dynamic group approach and any automation that you would want to build around the power of both user groups and device groups.
Please subscribe and check out more content from us.